And we should be live. We should be here. Well, I should be here anyway. Let's have a listen. Does my oh, there we go. My voice is coming through fine. Hello everyone, my name is Richie and welcome back to another Train Sim World stream. Hope you're all doing well. How is everyone doing on this fine Wednesday evening? Here we've got in the chat, we've got South Western Third Railway. Hi, how you doing? Someone's honking outside really aggressively. And New York Texas Railroad. Hello, how you doing? We've got 4 people in. Hope you're all doing well. Right, let me just pop my laptop there so I can see the stream. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All professional. You can't see it, but I'm using my new... I got a new laptop. It's a desk for your laptop that you put on your laps. It laps on your lap. It's cool. Anyway, we're here at Boston on the Boston to Providence route, and we're going to be doing a couple of runs today on this route because I did say last time that we were going to do a oh, here comes the Acela here. I did say that we were going to do this route next, but obviously I was like umming and ahhing about whether to do Transport Fever today, but I thought, you know what, it's been a while since I've done a Train Sim World stream, and considering I'm a predominantly, you know, train-centric sort of YouTube channel and streamer and whatever, so I thought, you know what, I might as well just jump back on Train Sim World today. And then I also have a question to pose to you all today about a potential route to get. So anyway, going off that, we're going to be doing a run in the Acela. We're going to do a run in the... Hello, my cat's here. I'm going to do a run in the Acela, a run in the... What's this called now? Is it like the F... something 40, or I know that's what that is, something 40. We're going to do, not in the cab car in the front, and we're also going to do a run in the ACS 64. So, first things, the Acela is on this route, it is, and it's also on sale. If you're on PlayStation, it's half price, and it's a brilliant piece of work. So, yeah, I'll show, if you don't know what comes with this route, I will quickly show you, because if you're on Steam, this is part of the... It's on sale. It's like a tenner on the Midweek Madness. So, you know, bargain. I didn't know the Acela was on this route. Well, I'll show you. So the Acela, the Acela is technically on 4 routes now. It's on 3 routes. It's on Boston Sprinter. It's on obviously New York Trenton, and it's also on. It's an AI layer on whatchamacallit, Long Island Railroad commuter. Right, anyway, so yeah, the Acela, you get quite a fair few runs. You get a lot of runs with the Acela. Should I start with the Acela today? I want to do a Providence service. I don't particularly want to do a long one, though. No, let's do an ACS first. As you can tell as well, I've got the 50 anniversary livery installed, which I find quite funny. Providence, that's what I want to start with. I want to do a run from Providence to Boston, and then I'm going to do a run back down the line in the pink thing, and then we'll do a run back up in the Acela towards the end. So let's do this. Let's put that into there. Cool. Hello Transport Live, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's the F40PHC3. Yeah, I knew it was a lot of letters. Hello, Crazy. How you doing? On the sale, I'm not sure whether to get West Cornwall Local or Isle of Wight 22. How much are they? I've not actually. I already own them, so I don't know what the prices are of them. Right, put that into forwards. This route has crashed on me once or twice in the past, so apologies if the stream crashes at any point. The PlayStation doesn't seem to like it when your game crashes. It just cuts the stream out. I need to put that into. That needs to go into there, like so. I'm gonna put that in suppression for now. I need to make sure that that's in passenger. We also need to unlock doors. That'd be a good start. That'd be a very good start. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to quickly put... So, Bahnstrecke Rosenheim-Salzburg is on sale. So, is it worth £22.49? That is my question. So, I'm going to put, is Bahnstrecke Rosenheim to Salzburg. Salzburg, worth £22.49. Yes. No. Obviously need to add a question mark on that. Cool. Right. I'm loading up. Yeah, so Bahnstrecke Rosenheim Salzburg is on sale at the minute for £22.49. I think that's how much it is anyway. And Bernina line is also 20 quid. So I'm obviously not going to get Bernina line because I'm not too fussed on that route. But I'm eyeing it up. I'm thinking about it. I'm okay. I was doing a bit of travelling and there was a major accident on one of the core sections while I was travelling around. Were you involved in the accident? If you were, I hope you're all right. I don't really like American routes, I would say, since I find them bland, like Long Island Railroad. I don't think I would play it if I bought it. Routes like this one from TSW3 I practically hate. Well, I mean, Boston Providence is alright. It's an alright route, you know. It's not that bad. When it came out as part of the rush hour pack, I really didn't think, you know, I think they did well with it. What helps is that it's been upgraded. It's had a lot of upgrades to it. Obviously, the whole Todd 4 lighting. So that's why... Oh, we're not going anywhere. Is there something I've done wrong? Why are we not going? I've done something right now. Put that in there. What? Is there something I've done wrong? What? Okay, yeah, I thought we should have been going. But yeah, this route started off, it was busy when it first came out, but it weren't as busy as the other routes we got in the rush hour pack. But now they've added the Acela to it, they've added the Todd 4 lighting, and it's actually quite a decent route. We're up to 30 now as well. No, I was a bit away from where it happened. I did travel past the accident site. It was on an underground S-Bahn station in a tram later on. Well, I'm glad to hear you're all right, and I'm hoping that people that were involved in it are all right. Was there any news on it? Any, you know, hopefully with no casualties or anything. Hello, Mr. Bus and Train Guy. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. There was a casualty. That's a shame, but these things happen, don't they? It's like when you hear people getting hit by trains and stuff over here. It's not nice. I steered. I didn't mean to type that. Someone was pushed in front of a train. Ah, no. Oh, that's the worst. Because, you know, that terrifies me a little bit, especially during rush hour. Like, my train was like, sometimes when I get into Leeds, it's so ridiculously busy. And when the platform I arrive onto, on the platform over is a cross-country service that's always setting off. And it gets quite a bit. It gets a little bit sketchy, you know. Yeah, it's a bit terrifying. They did find someone that might have been connected with it. The accident site was cleared 20 minutes ago. Oh, so quite a fresh, quite a recent accident. I thought it might have been over the last couple of days. I started to explore the south coast along Southern and South Western Railway recently. It has made me realise how accurate some of the stations are, but it would be amazing if they were updated. Brighton Main Line could do with a small update. Yeah, I mean, when you say South Western Railway, what part? Like Clapham Junction? Here comes a Oh, I forgot about the bell. Because I don't think we don't have Southwestern Railway, do we, in the game? But yeah, I agree. Brighton Main Line could do with an update. It'd be really cool if that route was updated. That's why I always stand in front of a wall. Yeah. Good way to do it. Happened at 2:15. So you're ahead. You're ahead by an hour, aren't you? So it would have happened about 5 hours ago. It would have happened at like 1:15 my time. So yeah, I thought, gosh, that's so that would have been during like the lunch rush, wouldn't it? Or just near the end of the lunch rush. Hello, Mr. Train Guy, how you doing? It could do with a redo, my opinion, since Gatwick Airport has had a massive refurbishment, which looks amazing. Victoria is very dark, but insanely bright in game. Brighton looks very different, in my opinion. I think Brighton's pretty spot on because they've done it in 2 different routes, so they've got the referencing for it. But I think if there was to redo Brighton Main Line, they wouldn't do any remodelling of it. It would just be the lighting. So I don't think we'd see the refurbished Gatwick Airport. And I don't think they'd really have any justification to completely rehaul it. So I don't know. It could be good. It'd be good to see if it had an overhaul in the sense of the lighting and maybe have the 700 included in the timetable. But I don't imagine that's going to happen anytime soon. Hello, Quackig. How you doing? I always struggle to say your name. But how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hello from Dubai. Wow, Dubai. We've made it international. I tell you what, Dubai is one of the places I'd like to go to. I'd like to stand on top of not on top of it, obviously, but go towards the top of the Burj Khalifa. I find that absolutely fascinating, that building. So I went up to the top of the Empire State, and the views you see from the top of the Empire State are just absolutely fantastic. So I couldn't imagine what they're like from the top of the Burj Khalifa. And from Vienna, oh yeah, good Billy Joel song that. Vienna waits for you. Anyway. Brighton Main Line is quite fun to ride, but when there is a 387-77 comes along at 90 miles an hour, it sounds like an explosion. Yeah, I agree, because when I went down to, it's not the same thing, but I went down the East Coast Main Line to Stevenage last year, and you're overtaken by a Zoom. Oh, I was on a 700, and you get overtaken by 800s all the time, and they sound immense when they go past. Hi Elijah, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. What if you went on top of the Burj Khalifa? I mean, if on top of the Burj Al Arab, is that the same? Is that the same one as the Burj Khalifa? Yesterday was a tram crash on our busiest tram line. Oh gosh, is it all like the same event, or is it just like? Oh no, obviously because you said that someone's connected to the one before, so I'm guessing the tram crash was just down to, something else. That was with a van. What, a tram collided with a van? Blimey heck. Is that some like GTA stuff that? I think I've done that a few times. Richie, they're building a new route in TSW out of Manchester in the direction of Manchester Oxford Road. I did see that on the Discord actually. I find that quite interesting. What I find interesting about it is that they've obviously built quite a bit towards, is it like Deansgate and Manchester Oxford Road? So could that open the door for a route in that direction? The only thing I can think of was maybe they were intending to do a different Manchester-based route with the 323, but I'm not too sure how that would work, where it would fully go. The only thing I could think of was maybe Manchester Victoria to Manchester Airport, or maybe down to Crewe. Obviously with the Manchester Victoria section it would include Deansgate and Manchester Oxford Road. I don't know, maybe they had different intentions, but you know, it's cool. It'd be cool to see what was the route we were talking about, the Manchester to Liverpool or maybe Manchester to Preston. That'd be quite cool. I thought the London Transport Museum would be pretty intellectual, but it's basically a massive playground for a bunch of 5-year-olds running around. There's one place I've not been to, but I would like to go to it. What is it like comparative to the National Rail Museum? Because that's brilliant, this National Rail Museum. Only 4 tram stops were affected, and they extended 2 bus routes to where they could get on the tram. Oh, at least, you know, this thing probably happens quite a lot then. There's probably a lot of there probably is like a lot of accidents that occur on trams, because obviously you're running on the roads, so maybe they're all fully prepared for it. We need a new loco instead of reusing the 323, I would say. Well, there's no other way to use the 323, it's only in Northern and West Midlands Railway livery, so... On Tuesday morning, my tram was 5 to 6 minutes late because someone who was illegally parked. How does that make a tram late? Is it because was it like parked on the tram line? Where is the National Rail Museum? It's in York. I'm very privileged to live near it, relatively. The reason I think that it was because the track continues for ages after where the AI spawns and where is their code and train model, and you can clearly see they've laid out all the roads. The train model will probably be the 323, because there is another one that I have spotted that same train model, and it's near Hyde North, I think it is. So if you look down that branch line as well, it's included there. Oh, City Transport Tram's got release date was announced. I did see it was the early access, wasn't it? I did see that this earlier on today. It's and I think it's the PC only early access. It's not actually showed up on PlayStation or anything yet. So I'm going to keep an eye out. I might make a video on it, like what to expect with City Transport, whatever it's called. But it looks like it looks quite good actually. So I'm thinking about it. I do have about 90 quid's worth of PlayStation vouchers that I got for my birthday, so I'm gonna see what I can get with that. Obviously, Bahnstrecke Rosenheim, the 158 and the 380 are all going to be purchases with that, if everyone says that Bahnstrecke Rosenheim Salzburg is alright. Must have been parked so that the tram couldn't get past. I mean... Oh, 1 second, I've just spilled my tea everywhere. That was absolute chaos. I've just spilt tea all down the side of my unit and all over my sofa. Brilliant. I would have to pay steel LNER prices. Here in Dubai there are many super sports cars. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, talking of which, I've actually got a sports car driving experience for my birthday. I get to use it at some point in the year, which is quite cool. They could do Manchester to Preston. I don't know about that. I don't know why they'd want to do Manchester to Preston. To me, it doesn't really have much of a selling point. But then again, I feel like there's so many other routes that have been, requested. South Western Railway, other sections of GWE, or GWR even, West Coast Main Line. There's so many different places that would sell. I don't feel like Manchester to Preston would have much of a selling point. Maybe like Settle Carlisle, that would be good. Tram network size looks pretty good for early access, 25 kilometres and 39 stops. And it's a few branch lines in it. You can make your own. I saw there's like a sandbox mode, which is quite cool. Hey UK transport enthusiast, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were in British Aces stream the other day, weren't you? Is that the route that should have been? Is that the route that should have been in USA Rush Hour? It was, yeah. It's Boston Sprinter, so it's it was the first route as part of the Rush Hour pack to come to trainsimworld 2, which was about 3 years ago now. I think it released 2021. So you know what car, what I'll be driving at this experience. I've got a choice of 3, including like Ferraris and stuff. Has anyone been to Dubai? No, it's like I say, it's somewhere I'd like to go to. I just saw your message before you deleted it, UK transport enthusiast. I'm glad that you were the one that was in there. There was 2 people that I think subscribed from that stream afterwards, and they both had and there was you and another guy that had transport in their title, so I wanted to make sure it's the right one. What's your favourite London Overground underground line? Oh, I don't actually know. I'm not too familiar with, as much as I should be. I'm not too familiar with the London Overground and underground network, and specifically what the lines are like. Obviously, I quite like the Bakerloo line because it's quite retro, and obviously it's in trainsimworld. But other than that, I've never been on the London Underground, so just in general, as a network, it's something I quite like. There's a ring with like two lines going straight in the middle through the city, and then like 5 branches. Yeah, so I saw there's like a university station and stuff. I've not looked too much into it. I watched the trailer and it looked quite good. I'm hoping it's not going to be stupidly priced. I don't know how much it costs, so I'm going to have a look into that as well. But yeah, I mean, if it comes to console at the same time, then I might have a bit more of a deep dive into it and then contemplate picking it up. I also need to slow down just a tiny bit because there's a station coming up. Maybe need to do full throttle. Probably. That'd probably be a good idea. Oh dear. I've got to hope this stops in time before. I think it's Canton Junction, isn't it? This ain't stopping, is it? It's not doing it. Oh dear. It's not going to stop, is it? Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna get close. Oh my lord. Are we gonna stop in time? Oh, do you know what? I think we're just gonna be alright, I hope. Come on. Ah! Stop! Stop! Oh my goodness. Stop rolling? What are you doing? Stop! chaos. Right, I need a drink of tea now. It's just gone green as well. What a blooming bastard. Oh, I've just unlocked the doors as well. This is all chaos. Hold on. I'm not one to swear, but... Well, I am one to swear, but not during streams, but... Right, I'm going to just go slowly. I've been riding buses. Hey, nice one. Next week I'm going to London. Are you going to London to ride more buses, or are you going to for somewhere else? One place I've never been to is London. Like I said, I've never been on the Underground. So yeah, I'm gonna look into going to London soon. Cause I wanna travel on the Underground. I want to do a in real life versus train simworld Bakerloo line video. I wonder if in City Transport Sim that some sections resemble real life places. Probably, yeah. It's I think it's based off Vienna, innit? Because it's all... I think it's Vienna anyway. I also find it quite interesting that they've called it City Transport Simulator Trams. So do you reckon there'll be another one? So maybe like called City Transport Simulator Buses, for example, or trolley buses. How have we not mentioned Charles's win yet? Oh yes, F1. I tell you what, I'm happy that Charles won, but my God, was the Monaco Grand Prix, a snowfest. What a waste of time. My favourite is probably District Line, but next time I go to London, I'm riding the Elizabeth Line. I've heard good things about the Elizabeth Line. I need to slow down again, don't I? Oh dear, what have I joined here? Hey, how you doing? I've just seen that you've sent me some messages on Discord. I will have a look at them after the stream. We are, me and RichyRail, if you didn't watch our 5 Circle stream, we're planning to do another one. What route are we thinking of doing? We've not discussed that yet, have we? We're doing Midland Main Line. Anyway, we're going to be live on his channel on Saturday night. So if you fancy some chaotic TSW multiplayer, essentially, then go and subscribe to RichyRail. He's there in the chat. Suppression brake, yeah. That, I think that works better than it. That works better than the full service, which I find quite odd. I rode 2 buses today and it was alright. Hey, nice. It's a city which, if it would exist in real life, it would be southern Germany. Right, okay, so a bit like Munich. Do you like the London bus, the NB4L? I'm not too good with buses. But I'll have a look. I'm more of a well, you know, as you can tell from the name, I'm more of a rail fan than I am a bus fan. But I think buses are alright. I like bus simulators. What was it? London bus. London bus. London bus. The NB4L. Oh, is that the Route Master? Right, yes, they look quite nice actually. I prefer the old Route Masters if I'm being completely honest. I like old school buses. My favourite Berlin U-Bahn lines are U1, U2, U3, U4 and U5 on the new section. U2, that's a band, innit? Thought maybe we could do a run on a few different routes. Should we do like a viewer's choice live stream where people suggest what route we do and then we'll do it? So like just not even planning on what we're doing, just do it as and when. As in, like, for example, we just say we're going to go into a route and people say, well, go on this route, and we could do that. Because we could do like a Midland Main Line run, maybe 5 Circle. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. I'm an autistic person. I think you mentioned before that that you have autism. Yeah, man. Yeah, cool. Sounds good. Sounds like a plan. Proceed at risk. Oh, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing the whole proceed at restricted speeds and stuff. Makes me feel a bit nervous. It's saying I can go, so I'm gonna go. My favourite stations are either Heidelberger Platz or Wittenberg Platz. Hey, I think I did good. I did good with them pronunciations then. See, I don't like this. I don't like having to go through red. Makes me panic. It's fine. We're through. We're through. Got 10 people watching. Hope you're all doing well. How is everyone's week been? Well, how was everyone's weekend just gone? Did everyone have a good bank holiday weekend? It happens to me. What the signalling? Hi Mikey, how you doing? Good idea, mate. A bit of Tees Valley line from my hometown. A bit from my hometown would be a good idea. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good shout actually. We could do like a diesel extravaganza. Oh, that's a good one. So we could do like maybe a 170 run, a 101 run, 158 run. None of this electric crap. I'm currently using my wok to deep fry some chips because I forgot to put them in the oven with the rest of my... Using it... How on earth does that work? I'm sorry, but you've lost me there. How on earth do you use your wok to cook chips? Oh, you did. Oh, of course, you deep fry them. Yeah, right. I got you. You should look up Heidelberger Platz and Wittenberg Platz U-Bahn stations. I will do. 1 second. Let me. I think we're alright for a minute, aren't we? Let's have a look. What was it called? It's called Heidelberger Platz. Platz U-Bahn station. Oh yeah. Looks very, what do you call it? It looks like a museum. And then we've also got Wittenberg Platz. Let's have a look at that one as well. Wittenberg Platz. Oh, let's come straight up. And that looks quite nice as well. Oh, Wittenberg Platz has got like a London Underground roundel in it. That's quite cool. And beautiful. Oh, I need to get myself to Berlin. I feel like it'd be a great couple of days out. Did you know the Dubai Metro drives itself like the DLR? I didn't even know Dubai had a metro system, to be honest. Loads of oil in it. Oh yeah, what a waste of oil. Do you not have an air fryer? Honestly, invest in an air fryer. In fact, I've got a spare air fryer if you want it. Where is the other train model on Glossop? It's near Hyde North. So, do you know where the 66 services start? Just off the Glossop line. That's where I found it. If you keep going down there. Yeah, it's just told me to lock the doors. So what's it doing? Right, let's go. Full throttle, let's go. Sounds good to me. On board of electric trains, a diesel gala, good idea. Yeah, sounds like a shout. Sounds like a plan to us too. Make sure you subscribe to RichyRail, because then we can, yeah, do the diesel. Are you going to call it the diesel extravaganza? I hate the idea of air fryers. Why? What's wrong with an air fryer? I think air fryers are brilliant. They're a brilliant little invention. You can have fried stuff but without all the calories of actually deep frying it. It's brilliant. Got 15 people watching. Hello to all 15 of you. Whilst we're setting off, I'm going to put this quickly in the videos. Hey, that's everyone. I'm live. Way. Oh, crikey. Shove that in there. Right, put that in there. For anyone that's not joined the Discord link's up there. Come on in. And also, for anyone that's just joined the stream, if you've got Barnes Tracker Rosenheim Salzburg, it's on sale at the minute. Is it worth £22.49? So is it worth 25% off? Let me know, because I might pick it up. Hey there, Richie, how you doing, Transport Legend? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. It was you that was asking about the PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 stuff, wasn't it? Let me have a look at my notifications. Yeah, have you looked more into that whole PS4, PS5 transfer thing? I'm back. Welcome back, South Western Third Railway. Hope you're doing well. Will we drive the Acela after this? So after this, it's going to be the pink one, the one with a lot of letters. Someone said it earlier. The MBTA stock. That's what we're going to drive after. We're going to do a full line run back down to Providence. Or do you want me to do a full line run down to Providence, or do you want me to do is it Stoughton branch one? Yeah, do you want me to do one of them, and then we'll do another, and then we'll do Boston to Providence in the Acela. I think sounds like a plan. Not sure yet, Mikey. Will be in the evening sometime, maybe from about 7. Yeah, 7 works for me. Summer sale on TSW for PS4. Yes, I did see the sale. That's why I'm asking about the Rosenheim Salzburg thing. I'm also potentially thinking about getting the Engineering Express pack, because that's £60. So it adds a couple of liveries to the 66. I'm thinking about that. Hello, Richie. How you doing, Train Boy? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. There are a few things on sale on Xbox as well. Oh, is there? Oh, nice. Do a Stoughton one. The FH40 something. Yeah, the 40 one. I'm just going to call it the pink train. Yeah, Richard, I've been looking more into that. Probably will go with the disc versions, as I think I can hold discs and PS4. PS to store games, as my bus sim is on disc, otherwise TSW4 and tram sim is PS store. Yeah, so I got the disc version. To be fair, I got the disc version, but I've not really used the disc that much. However, right, I have tried playing like my old PS4 games on there, like Watch Dogs and stuff like that, Red Dead 2. I've got games like that are all on disc, and they work perfectly fine. So I would advise getting the disc one, because at least it gives you the option even if you don't want to play it. But there is a few discs that if you put the disc in and you've got there's a PS5 version for it, it will recognise that, and then it will give you the PS5 version for free. That's good finish at free. Get a pack of beer and then join you both on the stream. Looking forward to it. Yeah, have a couple of bevies. I might join you on that. I've just reached 658 subscribers, eh? Congratulations. Weren't you at like 400 or something the other day? That was quick. Since I used to live in London, I will rate London, Central London. I will rate London, Central London 3 out of 10 due to too many people. TfL 5 out of 10 due to pointless things. Overall 4 out of 10. London is not great. It's okay if you disagree with my opinion. I mean, that's because you used to live there. You've probably got a more in-depth look at it. But maybe from like a tourist point of view, you know, people would probably rate it a little higher. I had to leave my Xbox at home in London. I wanted to take it to Dubai. I'm assuming you were on holiday in Dubai. Nice one. It'll be on my channel. Look forward to seeing you there. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's growing over the hours. I have just quickly looked, just whilst I was driving. You've got an edit that's got like 250,000 views, haven't you? Like a short, which is quite cool. Well done. Fair play. Richie, I just saw the models. It's weird, but the other model I saw kind of looked like a 158. I think the models are definitely 323s. I can tell you that they're definitely 323s. I would like to do a video of just going to Luton as a joke to see if it's actually worse than Southampton. I mean, I don't know. Is that a southern joke that I'm too northern to understand? Hey, train boy, if it's growing in the matter of hours, you may overtake me. To be fair, we're doing very well though. We're almost at 700, which is absolutely mad to think about. Oh, there's an Acela. We can proceed at restricted speed. That's fine. Keep it at 50, be alright. Richie, I bought the Rosenheim route and believe it or not, I played it more than the Goblin line. I bought the 101 for the route and I enjoy it. Oh, that's good then. See, the thing is, if it's good, then, you know, I'll definitely think about getting it. Because, I mean, it's took, what, 4 months for it to go on sale, so I don't imagine it'll go on sale anytime soon. And I think, really, I don't mind paying for a route of that scale and that size, and maybe that, you know, that sort of content, if it's got a lot to offer. And like I say, I've got 85 quid's worth of vouchers anyway, so yeah. No, I know they're 323s. I'm talking about the other one. It looked like a 158. Get some screenshots of it. Red light ahead. Yes, I did notice that. That's why I checked the signal, see if I could proceed. We had to wait like 4 to 5 weeks before basically anyone's bins were emptied. What, in Southampton? Really? Hello Louis, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. How are you on this fine Wednesday evening? See, I've been to Southampton and it's quite nice. I went, my mate went to uni there. It's beautiful. Like going down the avenue, is that what it's called? Something like that. It's quite nice. And then you got the IKEA down at near the docks. Fun fact about Southampton, I once went out on a night out in Southampton and I went to a place called, oh Oh, what the blooming neck was it called now? I went into the place that was it was the worst rated nightclub in the country. What was it called? Southampton. Jesters. It was called Jesters Nightclub. I went in there, and apparently it's the worst rated nightclub in the country. Are you going to use the C2C free cab car? Maybe. We'll see what like for time. What I could do, yeah. So what we could do, we can do a. Is it Stoughton? I'm just going to say Stoughton or Stoughton. We'll do a Stoughton branch service next. In the whatchamacallit, in the big diesel pink thing. And then we'll do an Acela run back down to Providence, and then we'll do a Reedville service because they're about 15 minutes in the cab car, so we would have used every single loco then. I was about to say Jesters, yeah. So that's where I went. I had far too many to drink in that place. I don't really remember getting in there, and I don't remember leaving, to be honest. And then after that, we went on a massive trek to try and find a Mackey's, and we couldn't find one for some reason. And then my mate said he was near the harbour. Fun times. We've got 19 people watching. Hello to all 19 of you. We're slowly coming into Boston Back Bay now. Slowly. On the road to 200 subscribers. Hey, everyone go and check out Mr. Train Guy. Let's help him out. I'll do. Put that there. It'll accept that, won't it? Cool. Richie, you may be right. After the 323 models, it carries on for ages, and hopefully there's also roads marked out. Maybe they're doing the Hope Valley. Maybe they could do. The thing is, though, Glossop Line's now almost a year old. So to be fair, I think they would have made another Manchester route by now. So I don't know. It's quite interesting. The only reason I don't want to pass you is, one, it would make you happy, and two, I'd be happy if you get 700 subs. Well, it wouldn't make me unhappy at all. The way I see it, it's not a competition. Like, quite clearly you're getting a lot of subscribers now because you've got a video that's done really well. So, you know, I've not actually looked at the video, I've just quickly had a glance, and it's got like 230 something thousand views, which is, you know, well done. That's, you know, you've made something that the algorithms absolutely loved, which is, you know, you're being rewarded for that, so well done. I would never be envious of any, you know, if anyone overtook me or anything like that. I'm not bothered about that at all. The way I see it, I'm having, you know, I could have 100 subscribers, I could have 1 million subscribers. You know, I'm still going to be having fun playing trains, chatting to people that share my likeness for it. So it's one of them. It wouldn't make me unhappy at all. And I'd appreciate you'd be happy that I hit 700. I mean, with all these new subscribers, you could go live and tell them to subscribe. you could do if you wanted. Maybe they would. Maybe they wanted to add the line to Rose Hill Marple. That's a shout, actually. That's a good idea. Yeah, like a Manchester network route. I wonder if that was the original scope. So they would have had they could have gone to Victoria, and then they could have done down to Rose Hill Marple. I don't know, maybe. What do you think the next Just Trains route will be? There is a video on the I don't know if I think you might have seen it. The Hope Valley line. That's what I'm thinking is. Thanks, Richie. No problem. I'm not really bothered about any subs or views. Just upload whatever I get by just playing. Well, yeah, it's the way I see it. It's one of them where, you know, every subscriber is appreciated. You know, no matter what. Like, it's great to see that the channel's growing. Definitely. Like, I'll never, you know, never want to like overlook that. It's brilliant that the channel's doing as well as it is. But you know, it's never a competition. There's people that have been doing this for years, and they've said that they're jealous that I've overtook them and stuff like that. And it's like, it's not a competition. It's, you know, we're all doing our own thing, and we've all got our own little communities, which is good. Hi Tom, how you doing? Did you figure out the new journeys thing? Updated Northern Transpennine? That would be good. That would be really good, actually. Like a new version. I want it to be the chase line. The chase line would be brilliant. Like I say in that video the other day. Greetings from Towin. Hey, how you doing? How you enjoying it? I saw some of your clips yesterday from the telethon. You spent today firing, ain't you? Also, congratulations on 4K as well. You've got the same subscribers as a TV resolution. The EMD F125 has a broken coupler and doesn't couple properly. Does it? I've not experienced that personally. I fired the Loco Dolgok today. It was amazing. Yeah, to be fair, when I used to work there, I never had the chance to actually go on the locos themselves. Obviously went on the trains because I sometimes worked up at Abergynolwyn, right at the far end in the forest. But it was always brilliant. I spoke to a couple of the volunteers that used to work there. There's one lad, he was called Connor, and he said he absolutely loved it. But okay, seriously, yeah, I spotted it earlier because I saw that you responded to one of my comments on one of the shorts, and I was like, oh, is it 4K? Which I think is quite it's quite cool, isn't it? That it's, you're just travelling and you're like, oh, look at that milestone, celebrate whilst firing on a telethon. Quite a cool experience. For those of you who don't know, Train Simulator Driver, he's doing a UK tour right now. Sounds like a musician, but he's doing a UK tour at the minute. Currently in Wales, my old stomping ground. Where are you off to next? You're off up to Manchester next, aren't you? Yeah, I figured out the new journey stuff. You don't need to get the new journeys pack since you get everything with the individual locos for less money. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, with the new journeys pack, it's I only think it's worth it for the 423 services on Colnarken. Other than that, I personally, I don't really care for like American freight, so like, I need to stop here. What am I doing? Putting the wrong brakes on. I only really care for like a lot of commuter stuff, so personally, it's I mean, you do get a few services added to the Bakerloo line with the, was it the 50th anniversary 72 stock? So I can appreciate the idea behind it, but I think personally, if you want to get the pack, I'd just get the 423. Reckon it's one of the most beautiful lines I've been on. It is really quite not, especially at this time of year, because it's still blooming. But yeah, it's quite a nice. It's expensive to run on though. It's thankfully when I worked on it, I could go up the line for free. But I think it was like a day rover or something like 25-30 quid last time I checked. Anyway. One of my cats is being sick. Oh no! Don't do it. Not on the rug. Not on the rug. On the tissue. No, just do it on the tissue. No, not on the sofa. Ah, go on. Oh, you've missed the tissue. Oh, oh no. Sorry if you could hear that. Oh no. Are you okay? Oh, cats in there. Oh dear. Right, hold on, peeps. Just let me deal with this mess that my cat's just made on my rug. Right, hold on. I will be back with you in a second. Oh, hello, I'm back. Oh dear. Right, what am I doing? I had to clean it up, and then I had to get the upholstery cleaner. Anyway, let me get back to the chat. Oh dear. Celebrate my simulation channel whilst playing on real trains. Yeah, exactly. That's actually quite a cool way to look at it. Next is Port Madog and Festiniog. Oh yeah, that's quite a nice railway. Blenheim Festiniog Railway is very scenic. If the weather's good, it's going to look quite nice. What I find quite strange, with like, hold on, 1 second. Let me put this in. Let me load up a service first. Let me do a Stoughton service. Do that one. Yeah, what I find quite strange is that you were literally you probably would have walked past my dad at some point today. I'm not sure about sharing my voice. Well, I'm sure you have a wonderful voice. Don't worry. There's videos of me on people's phones when I was like 11, having a questionable voice. It happens to the best of us. Don't you worry. Rest in peace, sofa. Yes, indeed. The cats find any way to get your attention, of course. Some sort of problem will and make it worse. Yeah, I mean, she's either going to be sick. Well, it's not sick. It was just a hairball. So it's either a hairball or it's screaming for food. She always chooses the right times. The cat clearly doesn't like Boston. Do you like Boston? Eh? She's ignoring me. Threw up at the sight of it. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back. Got another. Oh, I've just done that. Where's the? Oh, this doesn't have a bell on it, does it? No, that's good. That's fine. I've just crashed a 66 with a and HST Mark III coaches and a HST on the back on the training centre. Chaos. Absolute chaos. I once crashed. I like doing, you know, at the bottom of the training centre where you've got the two lines that join together. I like making them all go around, and then at last minute, whilst they're all going like 100 mile an hour, changing the line so they go everywhere and nut. The weather was great for today, sunny with just enough clouds. Yeah, because you've chose the right time to go, really, because in a couple of months' time it gets a bit unbearable. It's a bit too hot. So you've picked a good time. Was it busy? Because it's half-term holidays at the minute, so there probably would have been lots of kids running about. They do have a bell, do they? This is the one that it's when you honk, though, it doesn't set off the bell. Is that right? I'm doing something wrong here, aren't I? I've got about 2,000 miles on this route, and I still forget how to drive this thing. Yes, that's what I need. That's what I need. Beautiful. Too hot. Oh, yeah. You got to remember though. I'm used to this sort of weather. At least 15 degrees. 20 degrees. It's too hot. Literally 2 weeks ago, we had a bit of like a mini heat wave. And I think it went to like 22, 23 degrees, and I was absolutely sweltering. A couple of streams ago, I was sat here with a fan on, and I was just like, sorry for all the excessive noise in the microphone. I'm sat here absolutely melting. I'm gonna head off now. Thank you for coming in, Crazy. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. It doesn't help, going back to the whole temperature thing, it doesn't help that my house is really not designed for the summer. It's designed for the winter. It just it just holds heat. Like, because it's south facing, we obviously get sunlight all day long in the living room. And then by like 9, 10 o'clock, it's just sweltering in here, and there's no way for it to escape. The windows are open, but it doesn't really do anything. So yeah, we're not prepared for hot temperatures in this house. I'm heading off to the Mall of Emirates now. Hey, nice. Enjoy your time in Dubai. Richie, you gave me an idea. I've put two class 43s in a race. And you're gonna crash them. Oh, good! I like a good crash. No, I don't. No, don't tempt fate. You need those cool German windows where the top part opens level with the ceiling to let the heat out. Yeah. That's a bit of a disadvantage with this house, because we've got the loft, and you know, like, I think if we had a window in the loft, we'd just have all sorts of problems. But I went to Germany once. My ex was a German, and I went to stay at like her parents' place for a week, and they lived in this like renovated barn, and they had these massive absolutely massive windows on the roof. And it was just it was hotter than obviously what it was in the UK. It was about 27, 28 degrees, but it was just nice and cool. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, heat rises, then it's no wonder it gets so hot in the bedroom. It's got a throaty horn, this, isn't it? Beautiful. We have a north-facing house, southern hemisphere, and put roll-down shutters to block the sun. Made a massive difference. Oh, that's really weird to think. So, what, your house, if it's north-facing, it gets sunlight all day? Oh, that's well confusing. For someone that's never experienced the southern hemisphere, is it true? Right, I've got a question. I've always wanted to ask someone from Australia this. Right, is it true that your water drains a different way, or is that just something I've been misled by Simpsons? Because there's a whole episode, isn't there, where it's like it's the water drains anti-clockwise or something or other. Am I the only one getting a bug on Brighton Main Line where the back gangway door stays open? Yeah, I've got that as well. They have mentioned in the last roadmap that they're sorting that out. Yep, just remembering space, there's no such thing as up. Yeah, that's yeah, good point. No, it's bullshit. Right, okay, that's fine. I mean, I had a feeling, but I genuinely I saw it on one episode of The Simpsons. And I thought, is that true? Is that actually a thing? It seems a bit stupid, really, because it's just gravity, isn't it? What I did find interesting, though, is when someone put in your Discord that you'd set off, and obviously you'd set off on was it the 22nd your time? It was like early, I think it was like early hours 22nd for you. And then by the time you'd landed, it's like it took you a day to travel, but it would have passed, 12 hours would have passed, if you know what I mean. How was that? Because I always find if I was ever to fly to Australia, the whole time difference would proper boggle my head. Because when I went to New York about 8 years ago, and that's only 6 hours time difference, but I remember setting off at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then landing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but we'd been flying for 7 hours. So it well confused me. These all MBTA locomotives on electrified line. I don't think they have any electric stock, do they? It's a K5LA type horn. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I change days. When I fly to America, I land before I left. Huh? Oh dear. Oh, this is too much maths for me to brain. What? That makes no sense. Yeah, because I suppose... Yeah, so if you... Because you would fly... Is it over the Pacific you'd fly over? Oh, that's well confusing. The best flight, right, for like time wise and jet lag and stuff, I went to Lanzarote last year, and there's no time difference, but you are literally going straight in a straight line south. That's a nice one to get my head round, but yeah, that confuses me. Mall of the Emirates supposed to close at 12 AM, but it closed at 10 PM due to a shortage of staff. Oh gosh, what time is it for you then? MBTA do have the EMUs, but not on this line because the branch is not electrified. Oh, I see, right, okay. Oh, of course, yeah, because this, I think this is diesel only, innit? That's why these run on there. I could have sworn I saw something that was like... I think they've only got a couple of EMUs, haven't they? It's because you cross the date line. When you fly from USA to Australia, you land 2 days later. Oh, that's confusing. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that you cross the date line. I'm not dumb, I think. But yeah, it's kind of, it gets... You ever seen that meme with the woman stood next to the board with all the equations? It's one of them. It's funny how it all works. How was the flight though? Was it all good? I think it would have been. Were you direct or did you have to change? Yeah, that is the branch. Is that the only branch that's not electrified, or is there? I'm assuming there's a few of them. You got to be careful with your accommodation booking so you don't get them wrong. Yeah, that's a good point. Did you experience that coming over here? Or was that just an American, like when you went to America? I flew Emirates via Dubai, and yes, changed planes. It was smooth. Yeah, I mean, I personally would just sleep if I flew that long. Was it like 12 hours, sort of like 12 hours each flight? It's only America, right? Okay, I see. Because like you say, 2 days passes. 2 days passes. Fourteen hours from Melbourne to Dubai, 7 from Dubai to Gatwick. That seems quite long from Melbourne to Dubai. I mean, I really don't know, but that seems. I thought it was a bit shorter than that. To be fair though, 14 hours on a plane is long. Like the most I've done is 7 hours, and that was long. I've never been on a plane before. It's an interesting experience. The way I look at it is that when you're on a plane, once you're up in the air, it's nice, but setting off and landing are questionable. I've tried getting it into my head now that when we set off in a plane, it's like you're in an F1 simulator because you are jolted back into your seat. My top tip, if you go on a plane for the first time, make sure you've got a pack of Mentos with you, because as you set off, if you suck on a Mento, it obviously your ears pop as you're going up, but if you suck on that Mento, it sort of makes it less, not painful, but less sort of like, what's the word, irritating. And that's what I do every time. Also, that whole sort of, if you're nervous setting off, focusing on that Mento sort of takes your mind off the fact that you're going up. Current time in Dubai is 10:17 p.m. So that is, what time are we on now? We're at 7:20. So 3 hours ahead. Yeah, that's right. 3 hours, yeah, ahead. Yeah. I've changed directions of the track so they can run behind each other. Oh dear. You need to make sure that you don't have one going faster than the other, because if you do, chaos. For some reason, I've got no power. I don't understand why. Oh, that's weird. It's saying I've got my brakes on, but I don't. Or did I put them on? Alstom and MBTA are in works of building new EMUs. Ah, there you go. I'm assuming, have they said where they're going to be running? I don't know too much about the MBTA network. Yeah, it's a long time, 14 hours of crying babies. Oh no. Oh, I feel sorry for you. Hello Scooby, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, hope you're doing well. I'm currently in one of these pink things. Lovely. Now it's 10:20. 10:20 p.m. The housemates are in the smoking area. I'm chasing it with an 801. Oh, the 801 will catch it, no problem. I'm scared of flying and have no interest in flying. Even have a passport at my age. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of or anything. I mean, my mum's 44, and she's never been on a plane. And I think she doesn't like going backwards on a train, so I don't know how she'd deal on a plane. I keep saying to her, "What do you not want to? You know, should we go on holiday somewhere?" And she's like, "No, I'm all right. I don't want to go on a plane." Bless her. Not too bad yourself? Yeah, I'm doing really good actually. Nice chilled out Wednesday evening stream. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Last weekend was quite chaotic with it being my birthday, so it's going to be nice to have a weekend of absolutely naught to do. They both crashed. I can imagine they did. Did it get rear-ended? Did the 801 rear-end the HST? I want to try City Building Simulator, City Build Manager. Oh, City Bus Manager. Right. I've heard good things about it, but it's not on console, is it? Oh, I love flying. Flying's not too bad. I quite like it actually. I've not really had any bad experiences with it. I get a little bit nervous when I'm sat. The worst part for me is when you're sat waiting for everyone to get on. Like if you're one of the first ones on and you're waiting for about half an hour before you've got to set off, it gets a little bit nervy then. I don't like the whole security thing because it's a bit like I worry that it's going to go off and I'm going to have to it's going to make a scene. But like when we went to Lanzarote last year, so the thing is, my missus, she's got a lot of jewellery, she's got a lot of piercings, so she always goes off in the metal detector, which is quite funny. But yeah, I always panic a little bit going through there. It's always quite intense. No, the HST ran into the Class 66 behind it. Oh, right, okay. Chaos. I once managed to do a 45 car 323 and I derailed it. That was fun. I always laugh at the 450 people who immediately stand up when it lands and then wait 20 minutes. Oh, yeah. I'd have to admit and say I'm one of them. Is that when I went to Lanzarote, it was the first time I'd been to a hot country, let's say. And I was eager to get off, but then you're waiting for everyone to get everything out the overhead lockers. It was only a little plane though. It was one of them little Jet 2 ones, so I think it was only about 100 seats, not even that. Oh, I need to slow down. What am I doing? Oh dear. Oh, well, you know what that'll do? That'll do. Emergency brake will be just fine. Alright, that's fine, it's okay. It'll stop. Yeah, security is annoying. Got pinged last time and got searched. Yeah, I've watched a lot of I've watched too many like sort of documentaries and stuff that are all, they set this fear into you, don't they? The worst thing, do you know what the worst thing is? People that try and make you watch plane crash documentaries before you go abroad. I don't know why some people do that. Unless it's just people I know that are just cruel. Did you get a bit tipsy on your birthday? Do you know what? I actually didn't. I was the man on the barbecue on my birthday. So I had a couple of Carlsbergs. But no, I didn't get too drunk. I'm not really a massive drinker, to be honest. I used to be back in my uni days, but I don't really drink that often anymore. But yeah, it was a good day. Didn't poison anyone, thankfully, with me chicken. Full throttle. Go on. I reckon my railway clothes after today will set off the gas detectors. Oh yeah, covered in soot. Did they give you some overalls? I think they do for the volunteers. A lot of people that volunteered to go on it. Just picked up the Bremen-Oldenburg route for €7. Is it a good deal? It's not a bad route actually, Bremen-Oldenburg. The only issue I've got with Bremen-Oldenburg is that it stutters every now and then. It's more noticeable than some other routes. Other than that, gameplay-wise, I quite like the 110 and the 612 layers are quite good as well. I saw someone full on sprint to the exit once we parked up and seatbelt sign went off. Some people are eager to get off. Some people hate planes, don't they? So they're eager to get off. I think, to be fair, when I go, because I'm going again to the exact same place this year, so when I fly there, I'm going to just let everyone get off first, I think. Because it's all, the place we go to, there's a lot of old people, so just let them do what they need to do. How did you stop so perfectly? Emergency brakes. That's how you do it. Do you need a passport to go places like Wales, Guernsey and Edinburgh? You need a passport to fly anywhere, I think. I don't know. I mean, I personally don't think you need... Because a passport is more, you have to pass the port, don't you? If you're driving into Wales, or if you're going across the border other than flying, you don't need a passport. No, absolutely not. You also don't need. There's also a lot of people that say, "Oh, do you need different currency in Wales?" No, so you don't need a passport to get into Wales from England. But if you're flying domestically, I think you need a passport. But I could be wrong. But to fly to Guernsey, I think, I'm not too sure. I was watching Aircraft Investigation in a hotel a night before my flight. I'm a plane geek, so maybe it's normal. I suppose so, yeah. I mean, like, there's like train crash documentaries and stuff, isn't there? Like the one in Selby. And stuff like that don't faze me. But if the missus watches it, she'd freak out. I brought my own overalls from Puff. Ah, right, okay. Is it only Talathlin you're firing on, or are you doing some on the Festiniog as well? I think you said that it's Talathlin, that's the sister railway, isn't it? I'm not a fan of planes, but I've done so many thousands of hours, I just chill out on the trip. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing you do quite a lot of long haul flights, so like, you can just sleep, can't you? You don't need a passport for Scotland or Wales, you do for Ireland. Oh, right. Is that true? Oh, okay. I genuinely thought you needed a passport, like, no matter what. Like, that's an I didn't actually know that. I've flown domestically and only needed it for Ireland. Oh, okay. Yes, you need a passport if you leave your own country. If you fly from London to Wales, you would not need one. Ah, right. So, sorry, don't listen to me, I was wrong. I personally would have thought that was... like, because I know there's been cases where people have flown from, like, London to Edinburgh, but they've had to divert and go to Spain. I assume I know it's, like, very... Maybe not Spain, but, like, they've had to divert and go into, like, France or whatever because of, like, high winds and stuff like that. But I would assume that... Oh, I don't know. I guess that either the 380 or the German DLC will be out in at least 2 weeks, judging by the screenshots and also the fact that 700 was released last June. Dovetail will probably have June release deadlines. I think we'll see the Skyhook 158 first, if I'm honest. I don't know. I think we'll see the Skyhook 158, and then it'll be the 380, and then I think it'll be the 218. I think the TSG stuff's a little bit further down the line, because I think the 218 is going to be a DLC for Hamburg-Lübeck. So I would assume that they're going to do a TOD 4 light in overhaul to Hamburg-Lübeck. I've been on a plane circling Chicago waiting for snow to ease up, and then they put on local TV for us, and it was an air crash investigation episode. Well, that's terrifying. Why would they do that? That would be absolutely petrifying. You know, you're just circling, and watch this documentary of, you know, this plane that went down. Oh, that's great. And we're not we're not landing yet. We're just circling. I swear they do it on purpose. I used to travel a lot for work, not so much these days. Now I fly because I want to. Oh, right. Was it a lot of domestic flying? I always carry my passport anyway when travelling, even domestic. Well, I suppose, like, if you've not got like a driver's licence, you need it for a form of ID, don't you? You need to get her to drive Long Island Railroad with safety systems. I will. We are planning to. In fact, she did buy me a whole like mic setup and stuff like that, microphone setup that I need to use. So we are talking about doing it, but it's a case of getting round to it. I've not got a proper setup yet since moving into this new place. So once I do, you can imagine that'll be a video. Would you ever do a free roam stream? Probably not on the PlayStation. The same reason why I don't want to do a Formation Designer stream is that things like free roam and Formation Designer happen to crash the game, and that's all well and good because obviously you're pushing the game to its limits. But the issue with the PlayStation is that when I stream, if the game crashes, it cuts the stream off, and I don't know how to change that. I'm trying to find out any way possible. So obviously I don't want to do a stream and for me to get like half an hour into the stream and it crashes. You would be accommodated within the airport if that happens to you and not allowed out. Right, okay. So you are essentially, once you're in the airport, you are property of that country, let's say. If you divert, you would just stay at the airport until you can fly home. I would like to go to the US again. So would I. I'd like to go to New York again. My dad did say to me he was going to he was going to send me to Graceland as a honeymoon gift, but that fell through, and he's going himself. But yeah, I'd like to go to the US again. We ended up landing and got stuck while we taxied, and then was on the plane for another 10 hours. What, just sat at the airport? Oh, gosh. To be fair, though, I mean, if you were stuck on the plane for 10 hours, at least you would have had a seat. I know in some cases, if you're stuck in the airport, you have to sit on your luggage. Waiting on the ground in a plane is such a depressing feeling. Yeah, that's what I was saying, like alluding to earlier on, when you're about to set off and you're waiting for everyone to get on. It's a bit like, sort of like it's a bit unsettling. Is that the word? Worst I had was 2 hours where we left the gate and parked up somewhere else. Yeah, that's. I couldn't think of anything worse. Like imagine like hyping, like if you've got a fear of planes and you've like built yourself up to set off, and then you taxi to another place and then you've got to wait a couple of hours. Yeah, I'd be a little bit fuming. I'm going to my nan's for tonight, so I'll see you in about 10 minutes. Have fun. Oh, there's an ambulance that's just gone past. Have fun at your nan's. You need to stream via a PC with a capture card. And use OBS. If you do a stream, then you will be safe if the PS crashes. Yeah, I'm planning to do that eventually. I've not got a PC at the minute. I've got the laptop, but obviously I need that to read the chat. Obviously, as YouTube things go on, I am planning to sort of upgrade some stuff. Just at the minute, I'm paying for a wedding, so I can't afford a decent PC. So once you know, expenses are a bit less, then I'm going to definitely look into that. But I've got OBS anyway, because I use OBS to record some videos and some clips and stuff. I often get pulled up at immigration because of my records. There is a trip that left Australia and 5 days later returned to Australia without any incoming info anywhere. I did a job for Shanghai Airport in Singapore and did not officially arrive, as I never cleared customs and worked in the airport. Oh, right, okay. So, like, So that sort of information they look at when you scan your passport. I suppose in America they look at everything, don't they? Because when I flew into America, they scanned my eye and my finger and everything. They're proper on it in America. We missed our takeoff slot at a busy airport. Engines off, parked up, and had to wait. That's well frustrating. What airport was that at? My laptop could probably do it. Streaming does not eat up much CPU. Yeah, to be fair, it's not a case that the laptop couldn't do it. It's more the fact that I'd have no other way to read the chat because I'm sat in my living room streaming. So to connect it up to my PlayStation, I wouldn't have a lot. Well, I could probably get a long enough wire, but there'd be wires everywhere, and it'd be a bit of a nuisance. So to be fair, I've only had two instances where it's streamed, where it's crashed during the stream. So I've been all right so far. But I think once I've set it all up and I've got like a setup and stuff, then yeah, we'll start using the OBS. I'm bringing my PS4 as well. Oh, nice. You showing your nan your trains. I tried showing my mum the trains the other day, and she just really wasn't interested. I was like, "Look, mum, train," and she was like, "Rich, I don't care." No, she didn't say, but she was like, "Oh, nice." Bless her. Well, Stansted early morning when it's busy with outbound EU flights. Yeah, I've watched a documentary about. I think it's Stansted, isn't it? One of them, anyway. Stansted or Luton. I watched the documentary and it was like the inside workings, and there was all sorts of chaos going on. The mandatory service thing shocked me the other day, but technically if you can avoid it, then won't let anyone just avoid it without punishment. Oh, is this that whole national service stuff? I think it's an absolute load of bull, if I'm honest. It's something that Rishi's trying to bring in, but he's not going to be in power for long, is he? So not to get political, but I don't like Rishi Sunak. I was a little nervous when I arrived at Dubai immigration. Yeah, they're quite on it there, aren't they? I mean, I think it's been scrapped now, but I believe about 5 years ago, you couldn't go if you were gay. I think that's, I don't know how true that is, but I think I read somewhere that my dad's gay, and he said that he couldn't go to, if he wanted to go to Dubai, he couldn't because it's illegal. My nan was interested. Oh, nice. You were probably thinking of Luton. Probably, yeah. It was quite a little while ago that I watched that documentary. I agree with you there, Richie. Yeah, I'm not going to get political, but I definitely won't be voting for our mate Rishi. His parents owned a pharmacy near me. Really? He's got a fair bit of cash, hasn't he? Luton to Glasgow would be a hell of a trip. What, in trainsimworld or just in general? Oh no, of course, like a flight, of course. Right, yeah. So it'd be like an hour-long flight, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be too long. Just gonna have a little check of the poll before we arrive into Stoughton. Out of 27 of you voting, 56% of you. Oh, it's quite 50, almost 50-50. You know, if you've not voted in that poll, let me know what you think of that route. Did you get the results of the route? Ah, I'm keeping it on for the whole stream. Right, as I said that, you check it. Yeah. I once had an 8-hour flight where the in-flight entertainment wasn't working. Oh, do you know what? I had that on the way to America. When I flew to America, it wasn't working. The screen worked, but the sound weren't working. And then on the way back, the screen and the sound was working, but it had no films on it. Good old British Airways. Yeah, it was bad luck, but thankfully, when I went, it was I would have been about 14 at the time. So 10 years ago. I don't like thinking of that. Oh, it's not accepted that. Why has it not accepted it? Go! Full power! Beautiful. Let's go back to the main menu. What was I saying? Yeah, so it was about 10 years ago, and it was a school trip. So I was in funnily enough, I was in school near the place that Train Simulator Driver's at now, and it took us like 8 hours to try. We went in the coach from mid Wales all the way down to Heathrow. Flew from Heathrow on like 8 hours. So we left at like 1 o'clock in the morning. We got to Heathrow for about 7-8 o'clock, and then obviously going through customs and whatever. So by the time 11 o'clock rolled around and we jumped onto the plane, I was absolutely knackered. Right, I need to very quickly use the little boys' room, so I will be back in just a second, and then we'll do a run in the Acela. I'm back, and I've also picked myself some chocolates up. Right, we're going in the Acela. Let's do it. And I want to do a Boston Providence. That works, doesn't it? Do that one. Should we do it in the rain? We'll tell you what, we'll do it in dynamic. We'll see what happens. Mr. Train Guy, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't spam emojis in the chat. I appreciate you commenting, but yeah, please don't spam. Get the route, Richie. If you don't like it, I will give you the money. I mean, I'd be getting it for free anyway because it's I'm using, what do we call it, some vouchers I got given for my birthday. So I wouldn't be losing. Well, I would be losing out, but no, I think I'd enjoy it. I was just a bit reluctant to get it initially. My flight, I just couldn't sleep, was a morning flight from Dubai to Johannesburg. Thankfully, I had a book. Yeah, I mean, I don't really read much, so I probably would have just slept. How did the British Ace do 8-hour-long streams? I could never with my ADHD. Do you know what? I was thinking, in fact, if it weren't for the fact I had plans, I was going to do like a viewer's choice stream over the weekend. Like a long one, but I'm planning to do that one time. I would like to do like one of them whole shift ones. I think they're quite a good idea. I'm still here, I'm just eating some chocolate. I'm back. I was just scanning. I was scanning some Bailey infused birthday cake flavoured chocolate things. Very nice. How's the cat feeling? Preferably she likes to feel with her paws, but sometimes she sniffs with her nose. And she's feeling alright. Acela looks like a class 373. It does a little bit, doesn't it? Honk. Yeah, so this is on sale at the minute on PlayStation, half price I think. So if you're thinking about getting it, it's a nice addition to this route and the New York Trenton route as well. The ice free is faster. I think this is capped in it at 150. Kids at the B&B I'm at were swearing at each other out in the backyard playing, and the mum yelled at them to stop. Yeah, you get that. Obviously, you're not going to want to say whereabouts you're staying unless you want to say whereabouts you're staying. But are you staying at a place in town itself? I'll probably know exactly where it is. The max shift a train driver can do is 12 hours. Yeah, sounds about right. 12-hour shift, easy work. I say that, and today I did a 12-hour shift working at a computer, and the UK is like a real-time EastEnders. It is. It really is. I used to tell you what, where I used to live, about 5 or 6 miles away from here. I used to love it because there was always drama. I was looking out. There was been our next door neighbour was like always causing havoc. It was brilliant. There was also like just people fighting on the street. I also once looked out and there was a guy that had passed out on the street at like midnight, which was quite interesting. I thought about getting the Salzburg-Rosenheim route, but it's only 30% off, so I figured I'd wait until a higher discount, waiting on some London Overground and Niedertal Bahn sales for the same reason. I think I think the suffragette line. Yeah, that I don't. I think that's worth its price, to be honest, because you get quite a lot for it. And I don't think Salzburg Rosenheim is a. It doesn't look like a bad route. I just think because for me it looked very similar to other German routes where, there's sort of. I don't know. It's like how do you put it? It seemed very linear in my opinion. So I thought I'll wait for a sale because I probably won't play it all that much. London is getting worse now. Yeah, there's all sorts of problems in London, isn't there? Like crime and stuff. I'm in Towyn, yes. Oh, right, okay. So you wouldn't have had to walk too far from Pendray. There's a nice little ice cream shop near Pendray actually. It's called Halo's Ice Cream. My mate used to work in there. It's quite nice there. I don't know if you saw it, but when you're on the train, did you see like that big hotel that was on the sea? It's like on the seafront as you go from Abu Dhabi up to Towyn. There's a massive hotel there, but it's quite expensive to stay there. I couldn't imagine how boring it would get doing the same thing backwards and forwards practically every day. I suppose like you're kept on your feet, aren't you? So like not on your feet, you sat down, but sort of like when you're playing it on a game, it's nowhere near as sort of like what it would be like in the real world because you actually have to be prepared for everything. So because you're prepared for everything or preparing for everything, it's sort of like you're more engaged with it, so it doesn't get as boring, if you know what I mean. Oh no, what am I doing? It's turn the throttle off. Done 2,000 trips on an 18-mile heritage line, and in a real train every day is different. Not like the game where it's repetitive. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Because you're very much you're in the moment, aren't you? You're there, so it's sort of like, especially if you're new to it, it's quite thrilling. I was going to ride the last train from Pendray, but I missed it because when I waved at the platform, they just waved back. Ah, oh dear. It's wait, train from Pendray. So was that going back towards the Towyn station? What locos do you drive? I'm guessing that's not a question towards me. Are you getting F124? No, I've only just got F123. It was free on PlayStation Plus, so I'll just wait for him to become free on there because I don't see the point in paying like 70 quid for the same game. Especially F124, it's the exact same drivers and the exact same cars because there's been no regulation or driver changes. So I personally don't, and no track changes either. So I personally would wait for a sale or when it goes free. Yeah, come back to the cab sometimes and discover your teacup is on the driver's side, or in the diesel, the controls are on the fireman's side. That is our driver's way of giving a hint. Pendray to Towyn. Right, okay, so to be fair, I don't know why, but when you said the last train, I thought like from Abergynolwyn towards Pendray, because that's a trek. That's a right walk. My loco was the second last. I planned on catching the last. I ended up walking. It's not that far. No, it's not really, to be fair. I mean, if you're staying near the seafront, it's not that far. It's a bit of a walk from Pendray. But I know that there's a few B&Bs in the sort of centre of Towyn. It's not really that big. Is Towyn? I enjoyed London Underground since I enjoy the London Underground line to DSW since the first fast takeoff and close stopping stations. Yeah, I mean it's like what 15 seconds between it, like when you've got to stop. I quite like if I'm in the zone with Bakerloo line, you know, it's quite thrilling keeping to time. Yeah, 70 quid is really steep for it. Yeah, I really don't think any of the EA games are worth the prices they charge for them. I'm near the high school. Oh, right, yep. So so you've got the high school, and then obviously across the road from that you've got a co-op, and that's like to the right of the high school, and then you've got the Talyllyn there, and you've got the bridge. If obviously you probably don't know too like much of Town other than them sorts of areas, but if you was to go from the high school across the bridge past the Talyllyn on your left, and then go down towards that caravan park, my dad lives down there. Fun fact. I tried to ride Bakerloo day before yesterday, but it was closed because of the fire. Ends up on the Circle line instead. Oh, that's a shame. I bet you were excited to go on the Bakerloo line. Same as FIFA. I rode the Bakerloo line yesterday. Ah, imagine if you were both on the Circle line. Is that the caravan park we pass on the train? Not on the main line. No, not on either train. No. So if you was to go from the Talyllyn, so you'll know that the Talyllyn, you've got the main entrance, and you've got that sort of like big building where there's like old signal stuff in, and then you've got the bridge that goes over the main line, and then it goes down towards the seafront, and then there's like, as you go down towards that way, there's a caravan park on sort of like the road sort of veers off, sort of, it goes right, but it's like a bit of a, how do you call it? It's sort of like a 120 angle that way. And there's a caravan park there. My dad lives around there. How do I turn this on now? Oh no, I want to turn them low. I'll tell you how bad it is down here. We had friends went to Red Car Central on a drink, as you do on the train, and we fell asleep and we were robbed purse stolen, walk's gone, and still no one caught them. Eh? Really? I didn't think it was that bad up your way. I went along the Circle/District as well. Oh yeah. So for a first time tube goer, what would be the route, the line you'd recommend? When you do get a PC, are you going to play TSW on it or just get new games? I'm going to get Train Sim Classic. I've never played Train Sim Classic before, so I'm going to get that. I'm going to get things like Train Planet. I'm obviously going to build up my ETS collection and my ATS collection. Oh, I'm going a bit slow here. The tube is easier to figure out. Yeah, I can imagine it's well signed. I know there's these little secrets, isn't there? There was a Tom Scott video I watched once where they purposely direct you the wrong way if it gets busy. It's blooming piddling it down. I went from Embankment to Tower Hill at around 1 o'clock. Which line's that? I've heard of Embankment and Tower Hill because Jago Hazard's made videos on them stations before, but I forget which line they're on. Anyways, all of you, I'm off now for some food. Looking forward to Saturday's stream. Yes. So anyone that doesn't know or is interested in watching a bit of a diesel gala extravaganza stream, I'll be live on my mate's channel, Casual Rails channel, on Saturday night. And then if I end up getting Bahnstrecke Rosenheim Salzburg, I'm going to stream that this Sunday, I think. I'm going to do like a first look. Well, I'm going to do a first look video on it, but I'm going to do the first stream before the first look video comes out because I've got something else coming out this Friday. What are you screaming at? Is now the time for your food? Is it? It's just turned 8 o'clock and you can't even wait a minute. It's both district and circle. That's why I didn't know it. House Racing is pulling out a NASCAR? No way. Really? That's interesting. Do you reckon they'll pull out of F1 or not? And then I went back to Victoria. Flying through. What station is this now? Is this oh, Zoom. This is a very little I thought this was just a station here. Hyde Park. It's blooming piddling it down. Welcome back, Train Boy. How was your nans? We're currently in the Acela. I must admit the fog looks quite nice on this, doesn't it? Where's the bell? It's over there, isn't it? It's quite therapeutic going along in a high-speed train. There's something about like watching the world go by really quickly. That's quite, I don't know. It's nice. It's quite relaxing in a way. I can imagine if you were driving a high-speed train in real life, it would be absolutely not terrifying, but you definitely have your work cut out. Do you play Train Simulator Classic? No, I was just mentioning it earlier on. I've never played Train Simulator Classic before. I've never owned it on when I used to have the PC. Well, I wasn't concentrating there, was I? Don't look. It's alright. It's fine. I weren't paying attention. I sort of zoned out. Don't matter. But no, I've not played it before, so I certainly do want it. I want to give a try of the North Wales coastline in Train Sim Classic. That was quite good. You would be surprised, in a train you can scan ahead, scan your instruments, but you don't look at all the same. Don't look all the time. I suppose when you especially when you're going so fast, you are trying to keep an eye on everything, because if something was to go wrong, it would go wrong quickly, wouldn't it? So I think it goes back to what we were saying earlier on, where people say it must be boring, because no, you'd probably be like on it. I think there was them couple of videos from an LNER driver talking about like the experiences and that. I forget what the person's name was now. But yeah, they give a bit of an insight. So you can imagine that there's obviously I've not got safety systems on as well, so if there were safety systems involved too, you have to make sure. Someone Nebworth. I didn't even Nebworth. That's something completely else. That's something completely else. That makes sense. That's something else completely. Like Nebworthing was sort of go. Didn't they just like shoot through the station then stop, or did he just not stop? I know the term. I must admit, when last year when there was rumours about East Coast Main Line coming out. There was a lot of talk of the Nebworthing meme, and that's what I thought. I think that's what led a lot of people thinking that would get East Coast Main Line south. I'm going back hopefully for a couple of days in August, so I might see if I can go around and do some train spotting. Lovely stuff. Like I said, I've never been to London. It's on my list to go. I want to do, like, I've got a bucket list thing where I want to travel on every subway system in the world if I can, which is a very big thing to, it's like a very lifelong sort of bucket list. I'd love to just say that I've been on as many subway systems as possible. I've been on the New York subway, I've been on the Stuttgart subway, but I've not been on the London Underground, interestingly. I've also been to the subway down the road. Anyway, that's not a funny joke. Just having another look at the poll. 27. It's still 56-44. So I think we're going for it, aren't we? I think we're getting Bahnstrecke Rosenheim Salzburg. I think I might get it. No harm in it, is there? I mean, I know that does the OBB 1116 now sub into it? I believe it's got a couple of services, hasn't it? What are you screaming about? It's not dinner time yet. It's too early. No, it's too early. No, it's too early. I've not had my dinner yet. You can't be screaming about your dinner. Oh yeah, I see. Do any of you have like pets that you have conversations with? I could probably go check out the Goblin Line. It'd be cool to do like a comparison video. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love comparison videos and stuff. Like, if you saw the 170 comparison video I did, I think it's quite cool doing like a side-by-side, video-by-video sort of thing. Just because like it's good to see the work that goes into it and how accurate it can be. So like obviously I've got TikTok as well, and I've put a few clips from YouTube on TikTok, and a lot of people have said like, wow, it's quite mad how close it is. It's hats off to the developers really, because it must be difficult trying to get as much reference. You know, they've got a lot of like for especially like the East Coast Main Line where it's what 80 miles, something like that. So there's a lot of time that goes into the referencing behind it. So, you know, hats off to them, because they've got to scan every single piece of the land, let's say, and make sure it's spot on. I feel like simulator games that simulate the real world, i.e. this, Tram Sims 1. I mean, ETS and ATS and stuff, they're obviously good, and they're good at representing the towns and cities that are included in the game, but obviously it's not to scale. I think there's got to be a lot of appreciation for a game like this, where it's very much like, if you was to go there, you can literally go to the place in real life and then go on this virtually, and it will be pretty much spot on. I think the coolest thing I once saw, I don't know if any of you have seen it, but the coolest one is there's a clip, there's a video, and it's from outside London Victoria, and it's from a road, and it's looking at London Victoria, looking at the whatever the yard's called, and they're sat there filming for a good few hours, and like it's like a time lapse. And then it's sort of like when TSW came, the Brighton Main Line came to TSW, I went to the same spot, and it's fascinating. I recognise most of the West Somerset Railway from the game. Yeah, that's a good thing actually, thinking about it. Yeah, because have you been to the UK before? I think you mentioned that you had been, but even if you have or haven't, like it's probably been a while since, because you've played all the routes on trainsimworld. How has it been, like comparing it to the game and whatever else? Because you would have done West Somerset Railway, and obviously, did you go to Birmingham New Street? So you would have potentially seen like the West Midlands Railway 323s and stuff. What have I missed? We have done well, to be fair, you don't miss much. We've just missed a station in the Acela. So I've just flew through Route 128, and we are 12 miles away from Providence. You don't really miss much though. No more 323s, and yes, I went through Birmingham New Street. So that would have been quite cool, like comparing New Street to. I mean, I must admit, being a Brummie, Birmingham New Street is pretty spot on in Cross City, so it would have been cool like comparing it. Sometimes having your local route in the game is tough because you see what they get wrong. The thing is though, when they do get something wrong, which in any game something goes wrong, like albeit minor or major, like even if it's wrong, it's not massively off, if you know what I mean. Like, okay, there's a few scenery bits and bobs where, like, for example, the flats I grew up in are not as tall as they are in real life, but it's pretty darn close. And for the amount of stuff they have to model, I mean, I have no idea how it all works, like all the software and how to use Unreal Engine and stuff like that, so I have not a clue. But I can imagine a lot of time goes into it, so you've got to appreciate that pretty much 99% of it is pretty spot on. I agree. Yeah, do you agree? But like for like local route, for example, like Birmingham Cross City was a former local route, let's say, and that's pretty darn spot on. Like, I can't really find many faults with that. But another local route to me is Northern Transpennine, because I used to live near Dewsbury. I don't anymore. And Dewsbury Station, although it's set in the 80s, it's still pretty close to what it is now. So it's quite cool seeing that. I'm going way too fast around this corner, but it don't matter. I'm in bed. I'm sat on my sofa. Beep, 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 beep. My cat did try to tell you to slow down. Yeah, she did. In fact, I need to slow down again, don't I? I need to get down to 60. Just quickly looked on my TikTok, by the way. If you don't follow me on TikTok, cheeky little plug, go and follow it. I've just hit 100 followers on TikTok, which is an achievement. Look at that. Fantastic stuff. I'm well chuffed for that. Oh yeah, are you telling me, are you saying congratulations? Thank you, Mooey. Mooey the cat. Look at you galloping. Why do cats gallop in such a way? I got this small little wooden Elizabeth line train since I still have my wooden train track from when I was like 4 or 5. I can send a pic in the Discord. Yeah. What like? Oh dear, I'm going way too fast. Slow down a bit. Calm down. I hate fire alarms. They are so loud. I tell you what, the one in my office is horrible. It's one of them old school alarms. That's like, it's a proper like a metal alarm, like a fire station alarm. It's so jarring. It's horrible. It's when we try and take a call and then that goes off. It's the most frustrating thing. Don't set fire to things. That's a wise bit of advice. Yeah. In my old house, the fire alarm didn't work. Well, they did work, but we tried changing the batteries in them a few times, and like at 3 o'clock in the morning, they just start going off. And there was no fire or nothing. It was just that the batteries kept dying really quickly, and I don't know why. When you get PC, I highly recommend Transport Fever 2 because of all the mods. I do have Transport Fever 2. In fact, I did a first look video on it on Monday. And I was going to stream it today, but I decided to do TSW instead. Well, yeah, it's a really good game. In fact, I'm going to have a blast of it after the stream, I think. Unless, of course, you are a steam locomotive fireman like me, in which case setting fire to things is kind of... Oh, 1 second, the chat disappeared. It's kind of what you're meant to do. Yeah, I mean, if you don't set fire to something, you're not going to go anywhere, are you? But the thing is, it's a controlled fire. That's the difference. There's a difference between... Why are you screaming so much? What? Why are you screaming? Eh? You're being very rude. You're screaming whilst I'm streaming. Again. Oddball. I'm in a hotel and there's people. I'd like to hope so. I sent it in general. Let me have a look. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's actually well cool. I quite like that. Oh, stop screaming. It's only the one that does it. She forgets that we're going to give her food for some reason. The cat is bored. The cat is hungry. Aren't you? Nuisance. The cat wants to play. I've offered her the controller, but she tried throwing up on it. Firing a locomotive is 50% science, 50% engineering, 50% blind luck, and 50% ego. Now, I'm not no mathematician, but meow, yes, meow indeed. Meow, yeah, but where? Oh, A, the missus. She can feed them. Right, let's get slowed down a little bit. So you don't even meow, you go Macau. It's almost as if you're saying Macau, like you get gout on your foot. Right, we're coming into Providence now. Oh, they're going to start fighting. Oh dear. Are you half noisy, ain't you? Why are you screaming at each other? Now they're screaming at each other. Oh dear. Right. Slowly rolling into Providence now. Oh, I quite like this Acela run. I really like the Acela. I think it's a brilliant little unit. It helps it's got cruise control. It's easier to focus. Although I skipped a station, it's a bit easier to focus on what you're doing. The cats are happy to be at Providence. Yeah, we're at Providence now, girls. Oh, toilet flush. Because it's quite a small house, you can hear everything going on. It's like the other week when everyone could hear some carriage chopping. Open the door, yeah. Open the door to the kitchen so I can get the food. Yesterday, I had 2 homeless people come onto the tube on the Southern train to Victoria begging for money. I'm pretty sure it was just a scam, but quite a lot of people, mainly foreign tourists, gave in. That's a bit terrifying. We don't have that up north where like homeless people get on the train. I mean, to be fair, if you don't have a ticket, you can't get through the barriers up here anyway. 2006. And it's weird to think that 2006 was 18 years ago. Gosh. Yeah, I don't want to think about that. What are you swearing at me, eh? Right. So that was the Acela service, and then I'm gonna do a short service in the whatchamacallit, in the cab car, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, the cats are punching each other. It's all chaos. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to give them some food because they're screaming. So, bear with me 2 seconds, and then we'll do a cab car run. Right, whilst the cats are scranning, let's get into a route, into a service even. Look at that. 1,100 miles. I've done a fair few miles on this route. I think I got 1,000 before all my progress reset as well. So we're going in the cab car. What time are we on? We'll do... what will we do? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? What will we do with a drunken sailor? Do. Early in the morning. I'll do that one. Tell you what, we'll do a nice evening run. Maybe maybe early March, I think. Early April even. Some light clouds. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll make that last service. Cool. I will catch up with the chat very shortly. I'm just going to keep an eye on my cats. I've also got some scran on the go because I'm a bit hungry. Go on, get out. Get out of the kitchen now. Oh dear. Right, that's one out. Halfway through this run, when my air fryer goes ding, I'm just gonna grab my nugget. I've put some nuggets in because I can't really be bothered. Right, just whilst my final cat is scranning because she's got no teeth, so it takes her a little while. Get back to this chat. UK beggars are quite polite. Try going to New York and riding the subway. Those ones are crazy. Yeah, they essentially live on there, don't they? There's a lot of like homeless people that live on the trains. 2020 was 4 years ago. Poof. Damn it. I had to chase my cat out of the kitchen. New York seems like a dance party from the videos I've seen. Really? New York's always fairly safe, but there's a lot of crazies around. But in San Francisco is really bad to keep your phone and laptop put away if you want to keep it. I thought it would have been quite nice in San Francisco. No subway service is terrible though compared to the underground. I've heard some bad things about the underground. I'm gonna go now. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you for coming into the stream. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. I use New York subway quite a lot. It's pretty good depending on the time of day. A train every 2 minutes. Yeah, I mean it was quite reliable when we went. It managed to get 30 students on, and you know where we needed to be quite quickly. I've only done a total of 1.8 kilometers altogether. Only level 51. Ah, well, you'll find you'll rack up the miles quickly. Right, I'm gonna get my final cat out, and then I'll be back with you. Oh, hello, I'm back. Oh, dear me. Right, let's get going. I can't make any formations with the class 710, it only allows 4-car formations. Oh, right, okay. Is that something that... Hold on a minute, let me get set up. What's that? Right, there we go, we're all set up. Sorry, I was just trying to get this all set, because this one's quite complicated. Not complicated, but it's... Sorry, where was I? Yeah, I mean, is that because it's new and it's sort of like... I don't know, have they not made it compatible with the formation designer yet? You have a US $1 and you can stay overnight in a warm train. Hey, it sounds like a deal to me. I want an 8-car earliest line, but you can't get separate carriages in formation designer. Driving a 313 from Brighton to Seaford instead. Oh, East Coast Way's a route I've not played for a little while. You should try it for yourself. Try what for myself? Sorry. Oh, what, the formation designer? Yeah, I'll try and see what I can figure out. Richie, can you do a Brighton Mainline or an East Coast Way stream? I certainly will plan to do one. Yeah. There's one route I haven't done actually. To be fair, the only reason why I haven't done Brighton Mainline so far is because it's a little bit prone to crashing. And like I say earlier, the whole issue with me crashing. Sorry for all that chaos just then, by the way, having to sort the cats out. It's they know how to be annoying. But they're fed now, so they should be all right. East Coast Way could be a good one though, because there's a few different branches, isn't there? So we'll give that a go maybe one time soon. I think the next route, British route I'm going to stream is going to be... I'll obviously be on Midland Main Line and stuff on Saturday night with RichyRail. But I will probably be on Cathcart Circle next, because I want to try and stream on that route before it gets updated, like I did with Long Island, and then do it when it's updated. I want a PS5, but I'm a bit broke. Yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap, these PS5 things, are they? I think the PS5 Slim, whatever it's called, is a bit cheaper. I've heard quite good things about that. My stepdad's got one of them. Anyway, a bit of general stream admin. We've had plenty of people in today, so thank you everyone who's come into the stream today. We've still got about another half an hour left on this run. But yeah, it's been a good stream so far. We've got 13 likes and we've had upwards of about 20 viewers. So thank you everyone for coming in. Been had a few good chats. Nice to see that a lot of people got involved in that poll, and it looks like it's close, but I'm going to get the route. Whether I get it tonight is another question. I might watch some videos on it and see what I think. But yeah, thank you for everyone that's come in, and we've also got 2 new subscribers, so thank you to the 2 new subscribers in the stream. Massively appreciate it. Quite like doing these Wednesday night streams, just because it's like, you know, it's different. Like different people, some different people come in, and it's sort of like, you know, I don't know. I feel like when I do a video on Train Sim World, it's like I can only do one service and kind of give it justice. When I do a stream, I can do a few services and play a lot more of the game by streaming it, if you know what I mean. So I much prefer doing streams than what I do doing actual videos. But yeah, it's been a good stream. I like seeing new subscribers pop up because I've managed to gain 13 in the past week. Hey, well done. Congratulations. Keep it up. Mainly from a single train spotting video at Swale. Is that how you say that? Hey, congratulations. To be fair, I had a short one. I uploaded, what was it now? It was the race video. It was like a short between, it was like a race between the 170 and the 385. And that went from like 400 views to like 5,000. Which is quite cool. And that gave me about 15, 16 subscribers, something like that. I asked my parents for Blackpool branches and they said no. Well, you can get it, it's 25% off, so it's... Why do they say no? Blackpool branches is a really good route. Oh, I saw that short, it was at Haymarket. Yes, it was at Haymarket. I must admit, I really like 5 Circle now. I think it's a brilliant route. The only person I would maybe be able to convince would be my mum. So this is where I've got this joyful thing where I'm an adult. I have adult money, so I don't have to ask my parents' permission. If I ask my dad, can I buy a Train Sim World DLC? He'd be like, what the hell's Train Sim World? I would have to ask for my monthly allowance. Blooming heck. Your monthly allowance covers the train deal, a TSW DLC. Back in my day, right, my dad would give me a £5 a week, right? If I did some chores, he'd give me a £5 a week, and with that, I'd go up to the shop and I'd get myself I'd get myself a couple of like sweet treats. I'd get myself a pack of Match Attack cards and maybe a drink of some kind. Sometimes I'd get a comic as well. Sometimes I'd get a Simpsons comic. Back in my day. With a £5 you could get a lot. Only 14, I'm only 14, which is why. Only 14 and 15 of it, but it's still decent. Oh, I miss being 14. What I'd do to be 14 again. That was a good stop, wasn't it? I have £12 on me, which is why I said I love Whitehall West Cornwall local earlier. Just trying to think. Are you on? You're on PlayStation, aren't you? PS4. So let me think. I'm trying to think what good routes within your budget. What the? Oh dear. Is that meant to be there? Are we gonna crash? I mean, you can get this fruit. This fruit's a tenner. If you've not already got it. How long have we got left? We've got a fair few stops. Now you've done it, I'm gonna crash, yeah. Hello, my love.
I've just gone up to Providence like this.
Yeah.
And she put her, she just went, what the fuck is it?
What's she doing?
Which bag should I wear?
Yeah, I thought we were going to have a head-on collision then, but that's alright. Now you've done it, yeah. I have the route already with the rush hour bundle. Ah, right, okay. There's a few other routes, I think, on sale, isn't there? Or just save that 12 quid for when the 158 comes out. And when the 380 comes out. What we reckoning, 158 or 380? What's going to come first? I refused to get TSW2, but because I didn't like the eBay Kaloo and wouldn't use it either. I wouldn't use the other. I suppose in a way it's good that they've done the decoupling where you can get whichever route. For example, like with TSW4, you could get whichever bundle that you wanted. I quite like that they've done that. Well, that worked. I would only buy the 380 since I don't own 5. Oh, right, okay, yeah. That's fair enough. I wonder if the 380 will add much, like, service-wise. Thank you, my love. Oh, some nuggets with some supercharger dip.
You would have had a better tea, but I accidentally had to.
It's okay. That's okay. You can do it tomorrow, then.
Yeah.
Only own 5 on TS. Is Train Simulator Classic something that's... Is it still a good game? Right, let's go. Let's boogie. Right, so whilst we're on our way to Route 158, I'm going to scram my nuggets. So I will mute myself so you don't hear me munching and crunching. Yes, because mainly it has an insane amount of routes and quite a lot of realism. Oh yeah. Well, I've seen that there's a lot of routes. And I can imagine they're quite cheap, aren't they? Because they're quite old now. I get most of my routes from discount sites. What? For TS Classic? Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just making my way through these nuggets. Right, slowly coming into Route 128 now. Have you ever thought of how you drive left side of the road, right driver's seat in a car, but left side of the track and left side of the cab in a train? Oh yeah, I never realised that. Unless you're in the Acela and you're in the middle, or the Azuma, or the Pendolino, or pretty much any high-speed train. Right, cool. Lovely stuff. Hello, Connor. Oh, pardon me. Hi, Connor. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. All the 395. Yep. Oh, I timed that well. All the 710, all the 345, or even the HST as well. Good shout. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I'm all right. Yeah, I'm currently eating some. I'm in the process of eating some nuggets or dippers, which are quite nice. Do you want some ASMR? Listen to this. Crunch. I think so. I'm not too sure, Mr. Train Guy. You can try London Bridge to Brighton. Do you mean like in Train Sim Classic or Train Sim World? I don't think you can do it to Brighton. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I didn't think you could. Alright, let's slow down for Hyde Park. Because none of the timetable routes go to Brighton from London Bridge. Would they in real life though? Hello to all 9 of you that are watching. I'm just currently eating my dinner, which is a bowl of nugget. Health. I'm on my penultimate nugget now, so I'll be back with you very shortly. Right, I'm back. That's nuggets sufficiently scrounged. I think you realise, but the game hasn't been updated for a while on Brighton Main Line, and they probably won't redo the timetable unless there's an extension or a new layer. Right, okay, I see. You quit stop at all the platform stations. I think I did alright stopping at that station. I'm going to send a video of Northern Transpennine in a second of the 47 into train spotting, but it's so realistic for a 2020 route. Northern Transpennine is a really good route, actually. I genuinely think it's quite underrated. I feel like if it had a bit of a timetable overhaul, it'd be a solid route, you know. Had 30 votes on that poll, and 60% of you are saying yes. So that sounds good. Sounds good to me. So if I do end up picking that up, that's what I'll stream on Sunday. Be cool on this route if you got overtaken by whatchamacallit, whatever they're called, like Acelas and stuff. I like diesels now because it's easy since I figured out the key. Oh yeah. The keys they're hidden. They're hidden like behind these things, aren't they? The file is too big. Link it like a whatchamacallit. Like a YouTube video, upload it to like YouTube and then link it, but keep the video unlisted. You can drive on the route Great Western Railway with onboard announcements. Ah, nice. I suppose you can get like mods and stuff, can't you? Oh. How the announcer in the elevators at Barking Riverside in Gospel Oak sounds like Matt Bedelson. It probably is. Because I think they'd have to get licensing if it was the actual announcement. Oh yeah, I was going to upload it anyways. Yeah, just put a link in the put it in self promo. I know it's not technically, but yeah, it's probably the best fit for it. Oh, okay. I quite like American horns, they're very strong, aren't they? I added it. I added it. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that 47. Lovely stuff. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, it's a good route, is Northern Transpennine. The clip seemed fine to me. I very quickly looked at it. It's interesting that not many services I've done stop here at Ruggles. He says, as one comes into Ruggles. Right, we're coming into Boston Back Bay now. penultimate stop, and then I'm going to call it a night. So what do you think? What do you lot think of these Wednesday night streams? I've quite liked it actually. It's been quite jam packed. First video I saw was the Bakerloo line with the 710. When I said you remind me of Joe Dobson. Yeah, I had a couple of people compare me to Joe Dobson. I think it might be a mixture of the accent and then sort of like, I don't know, the way I present stuff, I guess. But I'm not complaining being compared to Joe Dobson at all. In fact, it was only the other day I realised there's like a video of him buying a bus. There's a series of him buying a bus, and obviously he shows himself. And I actually was once he once checked my ticket on a Transpennine train, and I didn't realise it was him. Is the elevator pink? Yeah, that's a dead giveaway. Oh, my cat started screaming again. Why is she screaming? My cat started screaming, imagine. You were both near Yorkshire. Well, we are both in Yorkshire, I think. I think he lives in Halifax. Or he's from Halifax, anyway. And I'm in West Yorkshire, so yeah, not far away. Right, let's get the doors locked. I enjoy that series. Yeah, it's quite a good series actually, from what I saw. I watched the 2023 compilation video he did. Get some cat food. Well, she's just had a cat food, which she's completely wolfed down. She does this thing, I don't know what it is, but she always does it when I stream. Whenever I stream or record, that's when she does it. I don't know why, but any other time she doesn't do it unless she wants food. Like, she'll do it once at 8 o'clock, we'll give her food, and then she'll be quiet then. It's like this weird thing, like, when I'm occupied, she knows that she can get my attention by doing that. It's a bit weird. I created a custom Northern 158 on Creators Club that I need to update, as it really isn't perfect, but I ran it on Gloss Up a couple of days ago and it has 127 views. Hey, nice one. All cats continuously want food. Yep, true. Is the in-train announcer voice from ScotRail in TSW actual recordings or not? It seems to me like the announcer sounds very much like Kyonoon. I think it's someone from Rivet that does them. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look into it. You try Great Britain. As in, what do you mean, like, am I from Great Britain? I have a 15-year-old cat and 2 kittens who will be 1 this time next month. Ah, I love them. I've got a couple of flumpuses. We call them flumpuses because that's what they are. I've got one. So the one that keeps screaming, she's actually got dementia. So to add some context, she's got cat dementia, which means that she obviously forgets things. But when it comes to like dinner time and stuff, we give her food and sort of like sometimes, very very rarely, she forgets that she's been fed, but she's been fed. And we've tried this whole thing of, well, maybe she's still hungry, so we've given her extra. We once tried giving her extra food to see if it helped, and it just made her feel sick because she tried forcing it down because she forgot she'd eaten it. It made her sick, so we said to the vets, like, this is what she's doing. This is just keep her with the normal food. Just stop when she's having a moment, just try and ignore her. But it's hard when she starts scratching at the kitchen door. We've had to get a draft excluder there so she doesn't don't ruin the carpet. She won't ruin the carpet because we tell her off when she does it. It's very atmospheric, this, isn't it? Look at this. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that, should you? How is that doing that then? Train's going backwards. Welcome aboard this Great Western Railway service to Swansea. Oh, it'd be cool to see that, to see Wales in the game, wouldn't it? Say megaphone if you have a girlfriend. Well, technically speaking, I have a fiance. I have a wife to be. Not very safe. Yes, it's America. Yeah, it ain't very safe, is it? No one on the back. This is America. Oh, off it goes. It's a rare bit. I think after that we should be able to go. I think, anyway. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Ah, there's another one, that's why. It's very busy, isn't it? I also have some of the most random view statistics in my YouTube studio. They always do. They do. I must admit, they do random things as YouTube views. Like there's some videos that like I've hardly tried on, and they get hundreds and hundreds of views, and there's some that I try a lot on, they get like 100. So it's always funny how the algorithm works on YouTube. It's a hard one to master. Just obviously the best thing is shorts. Shorts, just upload as many shorts as you can. Philippines is my 5th most viewed country on my channel. I think I checked and like I have like my most viewed is London, and then it's New York, and then it's India, which I find quite interesting. I like the metallic sound of these units. For me, it's London, Bangkok, Tunis in Tunisia, and then things I can't spell. I think mine's New Delhi in India, and then there's somewhere else. I think it's Calcutta, something like that. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Why is that done that then? Didn't even realise it did that. Try again. Oh, is it going to be funny now? Oh no. I didn't mean to put it into emergency. Oh, darn. Right, okay. I'm off to bed now. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Train Guy. Thank you for watching. We will be finishing up shortly. As soon as I get into this platform, I'll be finishing up myself. I need to get into the platform there. Please take all of your belongings with you. Yes. Make sure to do that. Right. Let's get stopped at Boston South Station. There aren't many TSW YouTubers I know that stream really late. There's a few I know that stream quite long. Right, there we go. That was Boston Sprinter. So we did a run in the ACS 64, and then in the front of one of these, did an Acela run, and then back in the cab car. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm on 35 subscribers. Congratulations. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that stream. Actually, it's been a nice chilled out Wednesday night stream. I will be. If I end up getting, which I think, let's have a look at the poll results. The poll results are saying 30 votes, 60% saying yes. So it's very 50-50, so I'm going to still look into it. No, it's not 50-50, it's 60-40. So it's still quite close. It's not an astounding yes. But I'm going to have a look into it. If I do end up getting it, then you can expect me to stream that on Sunday night. Saturday night, if you're not subscribed to Casual Rail, I'll put a link in the Discord, and there'll be an announcement on the channel. But on Saturday night, we'll be doing a Diesel Extravaganza stream on Train Sim World on his channel. So come and check that out. Should be a good bit of fun. And then if I end up getting Bahnstrecke Rosenheim Salzburg, I might do a first up video for it on Friday, but I probably won't be able to get round to editing it, filming it, and editing it all in one night. So it might be a Birmingham Cross City video, a different sort of Birmingham Cross City video on Friday. But yeah, anyway, thank you very much for everyone coming into the stream this evening. It's been fantastic, good bit of fun. Yeah, I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one. Bye all.